Sometimes you set a trap for larger prey, and then smaller prey wanders in that you weren't really expecting. Kind of throws you off a little bit. Thankfully, when it comes to C4, it doesn't matter. What's up, YeshGamers? Robert the Bruce here. Today we've got another video in the Battlefield 3 series, Ultimate Warrior. We're looking at explosives detail. Now, in the Ultimate Warrior series, we look at a specific class, a specific game mode, and then look at what you should be doing with the class in that game mode to maximize your potential. Now, first things first, we're going to take a look at the class I'm running. Normally I go line by line on what you need, but here, honestly, there's only a couple of things that I want to hit on. First, I would say definitely choose a light machine gun. We're running support, obviously. Don't go with a PDW or a shotgun. And then we also need to obviously have C4. We are on explosives detail. Don't run with Claymore or anything else. First point, lock down the bottlenecks. This is why you want the light machine gun. All over, especially on the infantry maps in Battlefield, there's bottlenecks, these tight corridors, choke points, if you will, where the bad guys have to come. We're on rush defending right here, but this is just as common on a smaller conquest map, team deathmatch, whatever. Now, with the light machine gun, even something like the L86, if you're running extended mags, you still get a lot of rounds. You can lock down this corridor or this bottleneck and really mess up a lot of bad guys. And even if you're not getting a ton of kills, but if you're suppressing them, you're pushing them back, they have to focus on you. This is a great advantage to your team. Whether it's Conquest or Rush, the more bad guys you can tie up in one area all focused on you, the better. It frees up more of your teammates to now have an advantage over less of the enemy. It's a win-win for your entire team. So I want to emphasize that explosives detail, even though the explosives is the main thing you're going after, do not forget that you are a very powerful unit with a light machine gun. So lock down these corridors, keep a lot of bad guys busy, and you'll be amazed how many kills you can get and how quickly your team can gain the upper hand when you start doing something like this. Now, if you're wondering what game mode or map this is specific to, it's not really specific to either one. This is something that is going to depend on how many vehicles there are, and more importantly, how many ground vehicles there are where the C4 actually matters. Team Deathmatch, probably not going to be running explosives detail. Sign crossing, if their tanks are really hurting you, yeah, you would run it like I am here. If they don't really have any tank guys, they're not that good, or it's not really hurting your team, don't mess with it. Use a different kit. You can be more effective doing something else. Moving on to the next point, your life is always less important than the enemy vehicle. Here, I'm getting this guy, oh, almost got him, but he started to pull away, so I got him disabled. Now I'm attacking again. And now I'm faced with a decision. I'm going to die if I try and back away. Almost guaranteed. But nobody likes dying. It hurts their stats, whatever. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, your entire objective is taking down that enemy vehicle. It's destroying your team. Always sacrifice yourself if it means you can destroy or even disable the enemy vehicle. Finally, set C4 traps. There's a lot of good drivers out there and guys that even aren't that good, but they've got proximity scanner on so they can see you approaching. Or they just have guys on foot following them around a lot, so it's hard to sneak up and C4 them. Set a C4 trap, especially in Rush, but even in Conquest when you know they're going after a specific objective. You set your C4, try to get it covered in some way, but next to a major roadway. And when they come cruising through there, it is a sweet, easy kill. It's hilarious because they never expect it. And it's a great way to neutralize them without ever putting yourself in danger. Thanks so much for watching. Click that ridiculous button to subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't want to do that, you can always just mail me like $100. That would be sweet. And as always, don't forget, in Battlefield 3, only rookies camp the enemy spawn.